I'd like to discuss the topic of being lenient with people in regards to pronouns and name. I never thought I'd have to speak about this topic because when I was beginning to socially transition, I'd made up in my mind that the only people I would ever be lenient with would be my mom, my dad, and my brother. Um, my sister at the time was a child, so I knew that she'd go along with whatever my parents said. But in terms of putting up with people not accepting my name and pronouns and just messing up too frequently and stuff, I decided, if you're not going to respect it, or if you can't get it through your head, then I have no business associating with you. So basically, anybody else in my life was, I was ready to just drop. Because to me, the anxiety and pain of listening to female pronouns and name and birth name were just, it wasn't worth it. Now, luckily, I honestly was very surprised to find that absolutely nobody had a problem with it, so I never had to let anybody go, and I actually realized how much these people care about me and stuff, and all that was well and good. But recently, my grandfather, my grandpa, he is acknowledging my existence. Now, this may sound weird if you haven't seen one of my much earlier videos about coming out to extended family. My grandpa, he had a stroke about a year after I cut my hair, so I guess I would have been almost 15. So when I was 14, I cut my hair to a boyish cut, I guess. And the last thing I remember him ever saying to me was, "You look like a boy." And then he had a stroke. Actually, it wouldn't have even been a year after I got my hair cut. It would have been a few months. That's the last thing I remember him saying to me. And it wasn't in a rude way. He was just like joking around. Like everybody said that to me. But since he had the stroke, he didn't recognize me anymore. He didn't know who I was, and he wasn't, and this was before I came out. I came out when I was 15, but he just didn't recognize me at all, and he thought I was my brother's friend or something. So anytime I'd say grandpa to him, he'd look really confused, or if I went in to give him a hug goodbye or something, when my brother and sister would hug him goodbye, he wouldn't let me touch him. He'd just move away, and he'd look really scared. He didn't know who I was. And when I came out, everybody started using obviously male pronouns and my first name, which is not Grayson, but like my family started using my first name, and that just kind of confused him even more because I was showing up to every family reunion and everybody in the family seemed to know me, but he didn't know me, and I think that just made it worse. And so basically, I've just been having conversations with this man who didn't know I was part of the family. And then at one point, about a year ago, my sister was over at my grandparents' house with my dad, and my mom called them and was talking to my grandpa, and he was saying that I was there, but he used my birth name. He was asking where my sister was and where my brother was, and saying that I was there because he thought that my sister was me. And my mom was like, no, that's insert sister's name here. But she couldn't really say anything about my birth name because we hadn't told him. Nobody told him because he wouldn't understand about me. And so that just made him more confused. But I've been recently working with my dad at my grandparents' house. We've been renovating some stuff for them, and so I've been there every day. And he started talking to me instead of ignoring me and being afraid of me. He started, joking around with me like he used to when I was a kid. And so I went, okay, I guess he's acknowledged that I'm, part of the family. He's kind of recognizing me, I guess, now. And wasn't using any name or pronouns or anything. He was just, he doesn't talk much because he can't really talk because of the stroke, but he was joking around with me like he used to, so I went, okay, I guess he recognizes me. But then the other day, when my whole family was over, we went over for my grandma's birthday, and we were all over there, and he said she in reference to me. And later on, my mom and my grandma pulled me aside, and they're like, you did hear that, right? Like, that wasn't, we weren't just hearing things. Like, he said she, right? And I said, yeah, I think so. And because he hadn't acknowledged me in years, so they were shocked to hear it too. And so, I mean, at this point, I don't really care. And if you'd asked me years ago if I would care, I would have said, yeah, I would care, and I'd get upset. But honestly, when he did say she, I'm at a point now where I'm so comfortable with myself that it honestly doesn't bother me. And I think it's because it's him that it doesn't bother me. Because, I mean, as sad as it sounds, he's going to go soon. And, having him not acknowledge me for the past couple of years because he was afraid of me or wary of me because he didn't know who I was, I'd honestly rather put up with him just not understanding and using female pronouns for me rather than shutting him out, because I mean, he acknowledges that I'm his daughter's kid. Whether or not he thinks I'm my mom's daughter or son or whatever, honestly at this point doesn't matter to me, and I never thought I would feel this way in regards to anybody, because I've been very strict with that and very open with people that, you know what, if you're not going to put in the effort with male pronouns and name, then you have no place in my life, because I'm sorry, you're not worth me crying myself to sleep at night. But honestly, like, it didn't even upset me when he said it, and I'm at a point where I just, like, I love my grandpa, and I know for a fact, and everybody around us knows for a fact, that he will never understand, and it just won't, click with him. So there's no point in trying to explain it. There's no point. I mean, my options are shut him out, or just continue with it. And once in every blue moon, when he says female pronouns or something, deal with it when it comes, I guess. But it doesn't really affect me. So I think that I've now learned that it comes based on the person. So, I mean, if you have someone in your life that someone like that who you love and care about, and you feel as if it doesn't really matter, don't shut them out if it's important to you to have them there. And I never thought I'd say that, because I was very against anything like that for a long time, but just thought I'd put this out there. But anyway, if you would like to donate to my top surgery fund, message me and I'll send you my GoFundMe link. It would be much appreciated. And subscribe, comment, questions, video topics, anything like that, leave them down below. Let me know what you think about this. If you have any related experiences with people that you're lenient with. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.